Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Lisa with Heart of Inspiration. And here at this channel, we help you lead a spirit-led, whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. Okay, episode 5 in the love series. How do I attract love? We talked a lot about what love is. We've talked about what love isn't a little bit. We talked about why don't I have love? Why can't I seem to keep, whatever. And I never leave people, I never leave you guys in a situation where you're like not able to like do your thing, right? That leave you like wounded and open and like not whatever. I never leave you that way. So I wanted this morning to talk about how do I attract love? And attracting love is all about, it's the same way, or very similar to how you just manifest anything. Except for the fact that when you're looking to attract love, you have to remember that if you don't attract love to yourself, if you don't develop your own like love of self, you're never going to attract it from other people. Like you have to look for anything and everything, for all completeness from within. From within. As within, so it is without. We have to understand that, because if we don't grasp the concept that as it is within, so it is without, as within, so without. So if within you don't love yourself and you're not happy with yourself and you're like, meh, then you're never going to attract love on the outside, because you're not happy with who you are. So how in the world are you going to be able to attract someone that is not only happy with who they are, but happy with who you are, if you're not happy with who you are yourself? Hello, Nina. Good morning, dear. Right? How are you going to do that? So how do I attract love? First of all, take stock, and do you love yourself? Yeah, do you really like honestly love yourself? Are you at a point where you can be by yourself, like with your own thoughts, and be perfectly like giddy and happy? Are you at a point where you have looked in that mirror? We talked about this on last night's live called Love or Lust, or we talked about this yesterday actually in episode 4 of this series. Are you at a point where you can look in that mirror and be like, man, a lot of these stories and a lot of the ways that I am and a lot of the ways that I think and a lot of the ways that I operate are all like have been put on me. I've not asked for them. My parents or my aunts or my cousins or my brothers or my sisters, they all put this on me. My grandparents, whatever. But this is not the character that I wish to play. So instead of continuing to play this character, I'm out. I'm going to choose my own adventure. I'm going to look deep within and discover that beautiful, wonderful, amazing spirit being, true being that is within me, that lives there. And I'm going to let that person come out to play for a change. I'm going to let that person take the leading role in this simulation, in this play, in this whatever you want to call it, on this world stage. I'm going to let that person take the lead role instead of like playing this other person that I don't really like too much. That's not sure of themselves, that doesn't believe that they deserve true love, that doesn't believe that they deserve true happiness, that doesn't believe they deserve to live in peace and in joy and whole. Yeah. So have you looked in the mirror and seen that? Have you done your work? Because when you can do that, then you do begin to attract in. That's how you attract love. And I will also tell you one thing that I've noticed just in just general manifestation. So this goes for anything, right? When you can release yourself from it, or the more you can release yourself from it, the faster it comes. So when you really stop actively looking for love and you just are love, that's when you begin to attract love. Or at the very least, a lot of players start wanting to come onto the field. I will say, as I just release it and just allow myself to be, right? As I just release anything and allow myself to be. So I just allow myself to be love. What do I mean by that? Well, I love myself. I have released myself, forgiven myself for putting myself into situations and what have you. And, forgiven parents and all these other people in the past. So now I just am love. Like I just like, it just is like a friend or an acquaintance or a coworker or whatever will interact with me. And I know that they're doing whatever they're doing out of pain. And so instead of reacting to them from an unhealed space where I'm inflicting pain right back, instead of launching back, I respond to them in love. And I make decisions based on the love of self. So there were some decisions I had to make for the channel. I don't necessarily mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. However, I just had to make the decision that was best for the channel and best for me. And I made it out of a pure heart. So just being love attracts people to you. That's real simple. Now, granted, again, I have some folks that I cut from the team. Y'all. I have some folks I cut from the team that, are circling back around and asking for tryouts again. Or I have people that are trying to, there's some undrafted free agents that are rolling around every now and again. They circle a little bit around and they poke in and they tap. Hello, can I come in? And it's fun. But now my standard is to a certain point, right? My standard is that you can't get all the way in past the outer kind of boundary. And it's not a hard boundary. It really isn't. It's a nice little easy back and forth. But it will be a hard force field if necessary. So, I have them circling. And so they tap. Can I come in? And I do the assessment. I do the scan, right? If you guys ever watched any like science fiction movies or shows, TV shows, they're always like doing this kind of scan of the body to see whether or not, to see how humanoid someone is, or they're scanning the body to see where there's injury or illness or all this kind of stuff. So I scan you first. And if I do that quick scan, honey, and we have that conversation, and I can tell that you're not 80 to 85% on your way, no, you can't. You're cute, but you can't come in. So you will attract a lot. See, when you're exuding love, you're actually going to attract a lot of different types of folks. You're going to attract folks that they want love so badly, and they are rather injured, and it's okay to be in friendship with those people, but that's probably not somebody you want to be in relationship with. You don't want to be the healer that's in relationship with your patient, if you will. I've had to like not with some people because I recognized that the relationship was not equal. It was not an equal give and take. It was not symbiotic. It was healer to patient, if you will. And that's not that's the wrong power play, right? That's an imbalance in power. Love does not do that, right? Love doesn't seek that imbalance in power. So, and when you truly love yourself, you don't want to be in that vein, right? So you'll attract all kinds of peeps. You'll attract, trust me, there'll be like a narcissist or two that's gonna come around because you're a grade A supply, and they're gonna to see if you got a chink in your armor, to see if there's any little way they can poke their little way in and get some of that grade A love, honey, and give them a love hangover. But as long as you've done the majority of your work, you could do that body scan quick, man. That heart scan, baby, it'd be like, oh no, next. So you'll attract all kinds, and then you'll get to a point where you'll settle in on one. The right one will come, but you have to release yourself from the process. And just leave the desire there. Like it is, I would like to have a partner. I am not actively manifesting a partner. You can, but the problem I think in doing that sometimes is, as human beings, we will manifest that partner, and that will take over our entire existence, the need to have a physical partner. So you could just keep your options open, which you can. You don't have to actively manifest things for them to manifest. As you become healed, as you become love, you attract love by becoming love, is the whole point of this whole 12 to 13 minute conversation. You attract love by becoming love. And as you become love, as you become in love with yourself, and as you love yourself unconditionally and then begin to love man unconditionally, then what happens is the manifestation process becomes infinitely easier, is an understatement. Becomes rather simplistic sometimes, a lot of times. So I'm not actively manifesting a partner. It's in the back of my mind. Be nice. But I don't need it to complete me. And that's the best place to be. That's the way you attract true love. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the replay. When you watch it, your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for popping in. Please consider liking and subscribing. If you want to work with me, my website is down below, and check out the link to the spiritual conference as well. That's coming up pretty quick here in March 8th through the 10th. Right here in Madison, Wisconsin. Become Reiki attuned. Learn more about energy healing, not only for yourself, but for others, how to set up your business, no matter what kind of business it is. We're going to talk about auras, aura healing, aura defense, things of that nature. So it's going to be a powerful, powerful, powerful weekend. So check that out. The link is in the description box below. And I cannot wait to meet you in person in March. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. Namaste. Bye.